Alrighty boys, welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing? Guys, today we're going to be doing a review on all of Season 8 for Fortnite Save the World. I have gone through every single patch notes, every single occurrence throughout this entire season, put them all into a list of when they occurred and what got added to the game and what happened, what was leaked, all sorts of stuff. I have compiled everything together into this lovely video to show you guys exactly what all happened in Season 8, and we will be reviewing it. And then at the end of the video, we'll be talking about, well, what exactly my expectations are for Season 9. Of course, I've already done a Season 9 wishlist video. If you guys would like to watch that, then make sure that you guys go and do so. It was compiled of my ideas and the community's ideas as well. But in today's video, we shall be reviewing the Season 8 as a whole and figuring out exactly how good or how bad was this season. Now, one more thing before we jump into it, I do apologize for the lack of videos recently. I have been consistently streaming on Twitch, but there hasn't really been too much to make in terms of YouTube videos leading up to Season 9, of course. And this video I wanted to put a little bit extra time into, so I kind of visualized everything for you guys, and that's what we're going to be going over as I go from patch to patch. You guys will notice that I kind of visualize a little bit of everything, and it's not just going to be a plain commentary. Without further ado though, I've been wasting a lot of time, let's go ahead and get into this, and let's go ahead and take a look at all of Season 8 and determine how good of a season was this for Fortnite Save the World. So starting off, we have the Save the World update of 8.0, the first update starting off Season 8. What exactly did it bring? Well, in this update, we got the hero rework, we got the Love Storm event, which introduced a very good storyline with 2 new characters, the Eliminate and Collect Beta Storm, which in my personal opinion, this is my new favorite mission in the entire game. We had an increase across all XP gains, new heroes, all players received recruitment vouchers, and a Heartbreaker crossbow, which was returned to the game. Now, going one by one, exactly how much of this stuff was good. Starting off with the hero rework, I believe that this was overall a good change. I didn't exactly, see why they added it to the game. Nobody exactly asked for the hero rework, but overall, I personally like the hero rework. I think it was a really good thing. Next up, the Love Storm event. Was it good or bad? It was actually very good. We got 2 very interesting and very good characters out of it as well. The storyline was very good, but aside from that, a very forgettable event. But I did love the whole feeling around the Love Storm event. It was very, I don't know, I like the whole purplish theme and the way the characters looked. It was very well written and very well made, but just a little bit forgettable. Next up, we have the Eliminate and Collect Beta Storm. This is my favorite mission in the entirety of Fortnite Save the World. I love Eliminate and Collect. It is very fun. You just walk around the map, kill a bunch of stuff, collect some stuff, and well, do some stuff. You just walk around, kill things, get samples, do encampments, collect blue glow, just a few little minor tasks, and it's very cool. It's a little bit of a difference, a little bit of a switch up from the normal defend this area kind of stuff. I believe that the Eliminate and Collect mission as a whole can still use some work, but I like the way that it is. It's my favorite. Next up, we have the increase for all XP gains. Was this a good or bad thing? In my opinion, it was a bad thing. Now, the increase in hero XP and schematic XP, I 100% do not mind whatsoever. However, increasing Survivor XP was a very bad idea in my opinion, and a lot of people that are near the end game in their opinions as well, because it has gotten players to the point where they are reaching higher levels faster than they should. We are now seeing people who are trying to trade guns in late game canny to early Twine Peaks. We are seeing people who are very inexperienced in the game who are making their way to Twine Peaks and not really properly knowing how to play the game, and they're very confused on a lot of different things, and we're seeing a lot of players who should have taken things a little bit more slowly now reaching the upper ranks of the game a lot faster. And in my opinion, the Survivor XP increase was pretty bad. The schematic XP increase I'm indifferent about, but in my opinion, I feel like they should have only increased the hero XP to account for the hero rework, but that's of course my opinions. Of course, we got new heroes in this event. We did get the Love Storm heroes, which was the Love Ranger Jonesy, I believe, the anti-Love Ranger Jonesy, and the anti-Cuddle Sarah. Both of these, like I said, very good heroes. They look phenomenal. I love them a lot. Next up, we have that all players received recruitment hero vouchers. Was this a good or bad thing? It was a good thing, but it was mishandled. A lot of people didn't get as many recruitment vouchers as they needed, seeing as most of the really good heroes in the game come from past events. I feel as though there should have been a way to earn these vouchers instead of just a one-time, here you go, you can have it. And lastly, the Heartbreaker crossbow came back. I'm very much indifferent, but it kind of fit in with the theme of the Love Storm event. Moving on over to the next update, we have the Save the World update update 8.01, and in this update we had the Highland Warrior Wildcat return. Was this a good update? Well, this update in particular I'm very indifferent about. Highland Warrior Wildcat, although it was a very good thing that she returned because, you know, one less thing to spend your vouchers on, she's just a grenade hero, something that's very forgettable. I think she's a grenade hero. Very forgettable hero. I never really use her. I've never seen anybody use her. And yeah, Highland Warrior Wildcat, indifferent. Overall, a good thing, I guess. The next Save the World update. We had Save the World update 8.1. Stare Down Southie did return. We had the new Test the Limits beta storm. We had the Neon set that was then now researchable at that time. They finally made it researchable. Yeah, and then enhanced demolition for storm shields. Was Save the World update 8.1 a good update? Well, starting off with Stare Down Southie, he was very much needed to come back to the game. He's basically an essential part to your Outlander builds. Very good that he came back. The new Test the Limits beta storm, absolutely hate this beta storm. Think it's a waste of time. Think that it was very clutterly handled. It really wasn't handled very well, and their time should not have been spent on this beta storm. It was a waste of time. How about let's go ahead and refine some other beta storms, or well, some other missions, I guess you could say. I mean, technically Deliver the Bomb is a beta storm because it breaks all the time. Let's not put our focus into Test the Limits. Instead, let's kind of work on fixing some other stuff. Then the Neon set was then researchable. Yes, that is a very good thing. A lot of people were wanting the Merc LMG now that the Hero rework had come out. There's a lot of potential for that gun. The Neon Sniper was also something else, and the Noble Launcher. So those guns were available to people that missed out on them. Very good thing. And then enhanced demolition was added for storm shields. This was a phenomenal change, something that affects the game even now, to where you are able to one-hit anything in your storm shield and it will instantly break, allowing you to, you know, quickly set up your defenses or tear your defenses down and get your stuff back. This is absolutely game-changing, a phenomenal change for the game. Enhanced demolition is one of the best things that we've gotten this season. Going on over to Save the World update 8.11, we had Battlehound Jonesy return. The new Sir Lancelot spear and Storm King pins were finally starting to get shipped, at least in America. So was this update a good update? Was this a good time? Well, Battlehound Jonesy returned. A little bit indifferent about this character. I did do a video on him. He's kind of fun, but he's another grenade hero. Doesn't really matter too much. The Sir Lancelot spear got added. Was this a good thing? Yes, this was the first time that we've seen a melee weapon this unique. It had its own unique animations and its own unique heavy attack. A very, very good weapon as well. And then the Storm King pins were starting to get shipped. Yes, of course, that's a good thing. I still have mine, which is actually in a drawer in my desk. I was about to get it, but that would take too long. So yeah, the Storm King pins got shipped. That is a pretty good thing. Overall, Save the World update 8.11 was pretty good. Now, the next update that we have was a very, very hefty one. The Save the World update of 8.20. We had the new Yar Pirate event. We had the new Pirate Llamas and the Pirate Heroes. We had the new Team Perk, which was Blakebeard's stash, the Steampunk weapon set, some new Flintlock weapons, treasure maps, and a new resupply beta storm. Was this update a good update? The new Yar event was a very, very well handled event, in my opinion. A lot better than Love Storm, not only because of the other content that we got, but because of the new biome that we got with this event, because of the new storyline that was with this event that I feel was a lot better than Love Storm event, because of the actual meaningful rewards that we got during the quest line of this event. I think the Yar event was a lot better than Love Storm. It was very well handled, especially that biome. That biome was, my god, it was spicy. Next up, we have the Pirate Llamas and the Pirate Heroes. Were these any good? Well, the Pirate Heroes, in my opinion, were fantastic. Now, I'm not saying that they were fantastic because they were good, but I'm saying that they're fantastic because they were extremely unique and they were very themed around the whole pirate life. I think the way they handled these Pirate Heroes was amazing. I'm a very big fan of it. Next up, we have the Team Perk Blakebeard stash. Was this bad or good? I'm indifferent about it. It's a pretty okay team perk. It adds a new dynamic, but it is very much required that you use a lot of pirate heroes. It's really cool, but kind of indifferent about it. Then we got the Steampunk weapon set. What exactly do I think about this? Well, the only steampunk weapons to me that really stand out at this update in time is essentially the scythe that we got and the hammer. Every other weapon, in my opinion, is forgettable. I'm not really going to worry about it. Of course, we do have more weapons coming up, but at this point in time, the only good ones were the melee weapons, in my opinion. Then with the new Flintlock weapons, these weapons are absolutely amazing, and I love them so much. We had the Corsair and the Jack's Revenge. These were very good weapons. They played off of each other very well as well, and they led into that whole pirate lifestyle, which was really cool. Then we have the treasure maps. I'm a really big fan of the treasure maps. I don't know if they're going to stay. You know, I kind of hope that they do. They're better than Storm Chest in terms of the rewards that you get, I believe, and well, maybe not the newer missions entwined, but they're very good. They're a good middle ground with Storm Chest and other loot. I like treasure maps. I think they're really cool. I just kind of hate the way that you go about getting them, but overall that was pretty good. And the new resupply beta storm, did not like this beta storm. Please put more effort into the actual missions in the game. Also, could you kind of make refuel the home base a little bit of a, you know, not so annoying mission to play. I don't like whenever they do random beta storms like this. The resupply, it was good, you know, a good thought, but I don't like it at all. A farming mission is cool, but the way that they executed it was not good. Everything else in this entire update was amazing. Steampunk weapons, flintlock weapons, treasure maps, team perk, everything. I liked it. The resupply beta storm did not. That's the only bad thing about 8.20. Let's go ahead and move on. So the next Save the World update was 8.20 content update. So at this time we had the cannonade launcher come to the game, and the military set was teased to come back in season 9. Was this a good update or a good content update? Well, at least in my opinion, and as you guys know, content updates are very lacking in content, ironically, but I was kind of expecting, or I was kind of hoping, at least at the time, that we would get a returning thing coming back in this content update, but instead all we got was the cannonade launcher, and even then, I didn't really care for it too much. It was fun to use, but I'm never going to use it again. Of course, the military set was teased to come back, but this wasn't in the content update itself. It was kind of in the time period. But was this update pretty good? Yeah, we got new content, but I felt like we should have got something returning, or at least some kind of hero that was key to hero vouchers or anything like that. But, you know, a pretty decent content update overall. Let's go ahead and move on over to the Save the World update 8.30. In this update, we had Bomb Squad Kyle. We had the Lost in Transit beta storm. Eliminate and Collect is now an official mission. We had the new double boiler shotgun, and Founders Packs returned. Was this a good update? In my opinion, I feel like I'm one of the only content creators that feels this way. I love Bomb Squad Kyle. I'm very happy that he got added to the game. He looks very cool. He plays very nice. He is an absolute tank. Like, literally, he's really cool. I like Bomb Squad Kyle. Very happy that he got added. Lost in Transit, a very good idea as a beta storm. I kind of put it in the same category as Eliminate and Collect. It's got that potential, but and it's better than the rest, but I still feel as though you need to stop with these beta storms, focus on your actual missions. Still, Deliver the Bomb is still buggy. It has a bugged end screen. Focus your time on an actual official game mode instead of keep making these beta storms. Good idea, not really well executed, but it can be something in the future. Eliminate and Collect is now an official mission. Absolutely love this change. Eliminate Collect is very fun, and it makes sense for the game. Then we had the double boiler shotgun. Now, this kind of goes back to whenever I was talking about the steampunk weapons. This, now at this point in time, this is a very good steampunk weapon. This shotgun is amazing. It shoots slug rounds. It also kills enemies from behind because of the shrapnel. I think it's the shrapnel perk. It does enough damage to actually shred some enemies. I love the double boiler shotgun. One of my favorite shotguns in the game. Very happy that this gun got added. And of course, the Founders Packs return. All in all, this is actually really good. I did like this update a lot. A very, very solid update. So next up, we had the Save the World update 8.40. Now, this was around the time that Easter was coming about. So we had the new Bunny Brawler Luna, the new Dashing Hair Ken heroes. We had the Test the Limits beta storm return. Yeah. We had the Easter egg launcher return, the loading screens art got reworked, and of course, the matchmaking would break for upwards of 5 days during this update. So that is a very bad one right there. So, was Save the World update 8.40 any good? Well, Bunny Brawler Luna is a very niche character, not very useful, but she looks okay. Dashing Hair Ken was an actual very useful character. Very much liked him. He was pretty good. We had the Test the Limits beta storm return. I hated this decision. There was no reason for it to come back. Nobody really liked it. I mean, a few people did, but the improvements that they made whenever they made it return weren't even that great. So, yeah, did not like the fact that they put so much time into beta storms this season. Easter egg launcher returned. I was very happy about this personally because I had not previously got it. I won't let that be a little bit biased though, so I'm a little bit indifferent to that. Easter egg launcher return, it was pretty good for the Easter event, but if we would have got a new Easter weapon, That would have been a lot cooler. Easter egg shotgun, I'm looking at you. You better come back next Easter. The loading screens art got reworked. I am a huge fan of this. It is something that people are going to be seeing from years to come, or at least for however long Save the World lasts. People are going to be seeing this loading screen art for, centuries, in the future. A very good change. It's something that's going to stick around for a while. And then lastly, the matchmaking broke for upwards of 5 days. It broke for 3 days, 2 to 3 days on PC, upwards of 5 days on console. You guys know exactly how I felt about this. Absolute idiotic move from Epic to allow this to happen. I really hope that they learn from their mistakes and that they're very careful in the future, that this just never happens again. Okay, don't happen, please. This was very bad. So I really hope that does not happen. And yes, next up, we have the Save the World update of 8.50. So the bowler returned. We had the new Cottontail Eagle Eye. We had Miss Bunny Penny return. The resupply Beta Storm return. The Twine Tweaks changes were implemented. The Vendor Tech Blaster was then researched, or allowed to be researched. And the new Storm King Hammer was leaked during the update of 8.50. Was this a good update? The boiler returned. Of course, everybody knows that we were supposed to get a new Steampunk Spear, which we did not get. And in my opinion, I'm kind of glad that they brought the bowler back. It's a pretty cool weapon, and it kind of played in part with some of the buffs that the other heroes were giving. Most notably that it was able to do more damage as it was a cannon weapon. So it did make sense that it got brought back because the pirate heroes were able to take advantage of this. Cottontail Eagle Eye, a very good looking hero, and not in the weird way, a very good looking hero overall. She was quite worthless in my opinion though. Decent damage, but in the higher level areas, no. Miss Bunny Penny returned. I don't really care. It fit with the Easter theme. She's kind of a bad character though. We all know why everybody likes her. The resupply Beta Storm returned. Again, a very, very, very stupid decision in my opinion. Please focus on your actual missions. The Twine Tweaks changes were implemented. A lot of bugs came with these Twine Tweaks, and we are still kind of waiting on, Epic to comment on this and figure out what they're going to do now that these changes were implemented. Overall, a very good step in the right direction. Really hope that things get fixed in the future. The Vendor Tech Blaster is now able to be researched at this time. The previous rarest gun in the game was then allowed to be researched in Collection Book. I don't really care too much about this, although the Vendor Tech Blaster was a quest reward. That doesn't really sit with me very well, but it was a quest reward. It's able to be researched now. Yeah, okay, I don't care. And then, of course, the new Storm King Hammer was leaked. I made a video about this. I think I'm the only content creator to really talk about it, but then again, I try to stay on top of leaks. The Storm King Hammer sounds really cool, and it might be something that we're going to be seeing in Season 9. And, of course, the last update for Season 8. The Save the World update of 8.51, the Duet Assault Rifle was added to the game. What do I think about this update overall? Well, a good update. We got a new assault rifle. I personally hate it. I don't really like it, but some people do, so that's okay. So, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a general overview over this entire season. What was very, very big for the game? Of course, we had the hero rework. The Love Storm event was a little bit of needed content to keep people from getting bored. The Eliminate and Collect Beta Storm was really good. The increase for all XP gains is something that I don't agree with, but it kind of changed the way that the game works. If we go ahead and go throughout more, we had the Neon weapon set that was then eligible to be researched. We also got Enhanced Demolition. We got the Sir Lancelot Spear, which was something that was pretty good, something very much different, and could possibly be something to change in the future in the way that they do their melee weapons. And then the Storm King pins started getting released. We had the Yar event, which introduced a new biome, a lot of characters, a lot of weapons, all sorts of stuff. A very good event overall, something that I'm personally not going to forget because of that really good biome. Of course, we also had some beta storms here and there, but those weren't really important. We had the military weapon set tease to come back in Season 9, which that was a good thing because it got people wanting to play more and more to get ready. We had the Founders Packs return, which were very good as well. We got a lot of Easter content, which was, Easter content, so a lot of it was new, so that's very nice. We also had loading screens get completely reworked, a very big change in my personal opinion. Matchmaking got broke for upwards of 5 days. That is a very bad thing. And of course, we had the leaks for the Storm King Hammer and the Twine Tweaks changes and the Vendor Tech Blaster. So overall, Season 8, that was a very quick rundown. Overall, Season 8 was a very good season in my opinion, and I'm going to try to keep from comparing it to past seasons. but I am going to compare it to the Fortnite event. In my opinion, I do feel as though this season right here was better than the Fortnite season, at least in my personal opinion. The only thing that Season 8 was missing was end-game content like Fortnite. However, the entire season of Season 8 kind of led up to that in-game content. Fortnite was great. Fortnite was a lot of fun. It was something hugely different, a huge thing, and a very good event overall. It just kind of dragged on for a little too long, and something that this season did very well is that it had 2 very short events. It also had a little Easter festivity thing going on, and it of course implemented all the way at the end the Twine Peaks changes, which are setting us up for some really good in-game, and of course setting us up for Season 9. So overall, I really think Season 8 was a very good time for Save the World, regardless of, you know, any of the problems or any of the bugs that we had. I think if we kind of lay everything out on the table, Season 8 was a very good season, but I'm very much hoping that Epic Games can do better than Season 8. Season 8 was great, but there was a lot of bugs. There was a lot of negative stuff that happened during this season that needs to be improved upon. They set us up. They set us up for in-game content. They need to deliver on that in-game content. They messed up extremely bad with having the game offline for almost an entire week for console players. They need to learn that they can't let these things happen. They need to learn from their mistakes and keep that from happening again. And there was also a huge slew of bugs as well spread throughout this entire season. They need to make sure that they do better in the future. Overall, Season 8 was a very good season, but I'm very much hoping that this entire build up for all this in-game content and all these new changes that have completely changed the way Fortnite Save the World plays for the entirety of the future, I hope that these changes lead up to something really good, and if Epic Games can execute in Season 9, I would be a very happy camper. So that is pretty much it for my opinions, guys. Of course, this is only my opinion, so I do want to hear all of yours in the comments down below. Has this video changed your mind on Season 8 as a whole after seeing everything laid out in front of you? Do you guys think a little bit differently about this season, or do you think the exact same? Let me know in the comments. Overall, I liked this season. I thought it was really good. A lot of changes were made to this game that were permanent changes that will affect it positively in the future, as long as Epic Games can learn from mistakes and, after all this proper build up, actually execute on those things that they've done. Anyways, I like this season. I want to hear your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching up until this point of the video. It really does mean a lot, and it helps the channel out a lot. If you're new around here, please subscribe and like the video if you did like it. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.